What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4, recording this for a second time because the last time I did it went over fucking 10 minutes. I want to keep it quick because I need you guys' help real quick on a new series that I want to bring to the channel to kind of freshen things up with, the legendary rosters are done. We got the rebuilds nearing an end. I'm saying that as I'm fucking barely halfway through it. I want to add another, dimension to my channels just so it's not strictly Eagles Connected franchise mode for my long term. And what I want to do is something that I've done for my entire history of playing football games, be it all the way back to PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360, I always like making an expansion team. I love the process of making an expansion team. I love the feeling of this is my team from scratch. I get to build it up. The success is because of me. The failures are because of me. And I will say right before I jump into all this stuff, and I need you guys to help me vote on some of these polls that I made. It's gonna be. I want it to be different than Eagles Connected franchise mode. I'm never gonna stop doing that. I realistically want to take the Eagles Connected franchise mode till we win the Super Bowl, till Carson Wentz retires. See what that happens. So this is just another dimension to add to the channel. So those aren't going away. Don't worry about that. So there's gonna be 4 polls for you guys to vote on, and I need you guys' input because I want to do what you guys want to see. I don't want to just, think and go with my own kind of ideas and you guys be like, oh, this is kind of stupid. I want to do what the grand majority thinks. So part 1, what team do you want me to relocate? It could be either the Jags, Browns, Chargers, 49ers, Bucks, or Eagles. So those are the 6 teams I decided on for different reasons, be it a team that has been, on the brink of relocating many times before. I discluded the Raiders just because the Raiders roster, opposed to a team like the Jags or the Chargers, I think the Raiders roster is more complete. I don't really want to come in and dismantle that one right away. So that's why they're not included. But every other team is either a fringe team that has been rumored to be relocated. They're either in a crowded market, like the fucking any Florida team. There's way too many goddamn Florida teams. Or the Eagles, just so I don't have to play against the Eagles. So that you guys vote on that in poll number 1 below. Poll number 2 is where we're going to move the team to and what team name do we choose. So we have this, potentially, I have 5 teams, relocation. I don't want to go to London, don't want to go to Dublin, anything stupid like that. St. Louis, moving the team back to St. Louis, and I think if you move a team back to St. Louis, you have to keep the original name of your team. So whether it be the St. Louis Jags, Browns, Chargers, 49ers, Bucks, or Eagles. We can move the team to Oklahoma City, and we can either be the Lancers, Nighthawks, or Bison. I personally like the Nighthawks. We can move the team to Portland, and we either be the Riverhogs, Snowhawks, or Lumberjacks. I like the Snowhawks. We can move to Brooklyn, which is kind of contradictory because I said I'm sick and tired of all the Florida teams, but we move a team to Brooklyn. There's, 4 New York teams? But the Brooklyn team names were my favorite, and I think the jerseys were my favorite. But if we move the team to Brooklyn, we can either the Beats, Bulls, or Barons, sorry. I like the Bulls and Barons. They sound pretty dope. Or the last option would be moving a team to Toronto, which you saw in the Buffalo Bills rebuild I did. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't find it repetitive because as a Canadian, I would like to see a team in Canada. But I don't really, want this one any more than any other one. Like I said, I'm completely fine with whatever you guys vote. But for Toronto, it's either the Huskies, Mounties, or Thunderbirds. I like Huskies and Thunderbirds. So vote on what team, name, and city we're going to move to. Number 3 is how do we approach this from a team building standpoint? So I have 4 options here. One option I really, really want to do, but like I said, I'm impartial. If you guys don't want to see that, you think it's stupid, I will not do it. A would be keeping the original roster straight up. Keep the roster straight up, build on whatever, Jags, Browns, Chargers, 49ers, Bucks, Eagles, and then just build through the draft, use realistic prospects just like that. Number B. Option 2, we'll call it. We cut basically all the scrubs. We trade whatever players we can somehow get some draft picks for, and then we just straight up build this team through free agency and with the draft picks that we have. So that would be kind of a shittier rebuild, I think, but it could be a real avenue that you guys want to see. Number C. I'm gonna say that just because it sounds stupid. Number C, and it's probably gonna piss off someone a lot. Number C would be expansion draft, and this is what I really want to do, but it might not be what you guys want to see. The expansion draft, you can't actually have an expansion. You can't add another team, so we'll just act in the mold that we're moving to a new city, and that's actually a new team. So how an expansion draft works is every team will have a list of unprotected players. You can assume that all the superstars and stuff will be protected. I can only pick 1 player per team, so I can't pillage the teams that have a lot more depth than other teams. So that means essentially I will have 31 picks throughout this to build my expansion team, and they'll have to fill in the rest, be it for guys that were left over on the roster or guys in free agency. So it kind of encompasses option B, but it's still a little bit different. To be realistic in this expansion draft, not very many, if any, starters will be taken, unless they're considered a cap cow, where the team obviously might want to dump them and get rid of them and get them off their books. But I will try my best to get the second and third stringers that have good depth. It's gonna be tough coming to like the cornerback and wide receiver positions, but I'll try my best because I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to make it boring and a grueling process. I want to get a couple. Like I'm already thinking on top of my head, like Tyreek Hill of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's like wide receiver 3 on their team, but he's a great player and he definitely has a high ceiling in terms of potential. But he may very well be left unprotected. That's the kind of guy that can bring excitement right away, be a fun player to use. But he's not like I'm taking Jeremy Maclin or something like that. Also, we'll send players on the base roster from whatever team we are directly into free agency, and if they're good, like I said, I'm not suggesting we use the Jags, but if we're using the Jags, a guy like Allen Robinson, we try to trade Allen Robinson away for a draft pick. So it's really encompassing a lot of the first two kind of things and just expanding a little bit. And I think this would be the funnest way to do, but if you guys don't want to see it, let me know. And option D would be just doing a straight up all out fantasy draft. Everyone is unattached and we just, it's just madness. So vote on what you want to see for that. And the last part would be the style of video. What format do you want me to release these in? Option A would be like how I do my Eagles Connected franchise mode. So essentially I'm going to play all the games. Every video is going to be a condensed version of the game plus, maybe some stats or some trades or anything miscellaneous that we have to do. Because I think I will be doing this as an owner. So anytime we have to answer questions or anything like that, the video will roughly be between 10 and 20 minutes. So that means you'll get probably about 30 videos per season. That's where I'm at right now with the Eagles Connected franchise mode. Or option B is I can do it in the style of my rebuilds, which is essentially one season per video, a mix of me playing and Super Sim. The videos will roughly be, upwards of 45 minutes. So it's a little bit of a long game. But if that's the preferred method that you guys want to see, I don't really have a choice. I might be leaning more towards how I do the Eagles Connected franchise mode, just because that's more daily uploads as opposed to like one big upload a week. But it's what you guys want to see. So vote on that. So there should be 4 polls. I hope to have a good turnout from all that, guys, because literally I want to build this in the way you guys want to see it. But it's still, at the end of the day, something I want to do and bring to the channel. I think it'd be cool. And let your voices be heard. So please vote on that. You can let me know in the comment section below anything I might not have touched on that you might suggest or want to see or anything like that. I'm open to all ideas. I want to get this going, no later than the beginning of 2017. I want to start 2017 with, rebuilds, Eagles Connected franchise mode, and the expansion series. Those are going to be the big 3 things that are going to carry me into, the end of the football season, and then, hopefully until I start coming. All you new guys, get ready. This Beast Mode TV gets lit come draft time. There's going to be so much draft videos talking about draft prospects. I love talking about that shit. But until then, please vote on all these polls, share them around, and until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.